Alright, we're going to talk about wrestling uniforms today, and what I did is I brought some samples of some different types of singlets. The first one I'm going to show you is a Brute singlet. Cliff Keen, Mattman all offer what's called a Sublimated singlet, and what this is the material, the design is actually burnt into the material. So this is all flat. The G is actually in the material, and you can do lots of different designs with it. Here they put down the side a little design here. Basically it's limitless with this product as far as the designs go. Basically it's about a $55 to $60 singlet depending on how many you buy from Brute. And then Mattman's a little bit more expensive. They have a proprietary soft material that doesn't pick or pull. That's the problem with the Brute singlets. They will pick or pull if you're rough on them. We've had problems with them in the past with junior high teams, particularly because they're rough on them. They're running around. They're catching the bottom of the uniform or the butt of the uniform on the seat benches and the nuts and bolts on the bleachers. So definitely, if you're a youth team, you might want to take a second thought about buying custom sublimated singlets. If you can afford them, I would recommend going with the Mattman. It's a more expensive product. Typically they are the cheaper products out there, but with particular sublimated singlets, they're more expensive. The next one is this is a custom singlet. This is about a $75 singlet, and you can see it's got a G on the front. It's silk screened, and then it's got a decoration on the back, central, down the center, and then on the side panels, these are all custom colors, and then it's got another print here on the sides. This is also a Brute singlet. Cliff Keen makes customs, Mattman makes customs as well. Some of the things to consider is this has a gripper leg on it, which I'll show you the different sewn in hem. But this is a gripper leg. I don't know if you can see that. Some people don't like this. This is a stock. This comes with it unless you request a sewn in leg trim. And this is silk screened, so it will feel just like a t-shirt. The advantage is what we do is we let Adidas or Cliff Keen or Mattman silk screen the singlets, and they basically guarantee that the stuff will hold up. It does take a week or two longer, sometimes 2 or 3 weeks longer than your local t-shirt guy would do, but Cliff Keen, Mattman, Adidas, Brute, they do this all day long on these singlets. There's only very few people in the country they trust them to, so you can be sure that your singlet's going to stay in good shape, assuming you follow the instructions. It's also important when you get those instructions to read them. Make sure your parents understand not to throw these in hot water and throw them in the dryer and things like that, because they will peel if you abuse them. This is another Brute singlet. Looks like I got all Brute singlets today. I didn't grab any Mattman ones, but basically Brute, Cliff Keen, they offer the same features. This has a little bit more decoration. This is a singlet we did for the Wildcat Wrestling Club. It's a Northwestern senior level wrestling club, and this has some trim on it, decorative trim. This is actually a Oklahoma State singlet, singlet that John Smith's Oklahoma State Cowboys have made famous. It would be orange if it was Oklahoma State singlet. It's got the silk screen on it, so it's the material you feel like on a t-shirt. The unique features of this is the neck and arm trim, as well as the leg trim. So this one, black, white, black, you can get 2 rows of black. There's all sorts of varieties in these leg trims. It's basically limitless as far as the color combinations and the amount of stripes and how you want it. There's 3 stripes, 4 stripes, 5 stripes, basically whatever you're looking for. Chances are your team dealer can accommodate you, and hopefully your team dealer is us, so we can definitely accommodate you. But if you look in here, the gripper's basically covered, so this uniform leg will be a little bit more comfortable. So those are basically 3 types of singlets, and then the other type would be just a stock singlet. So a stock singlet would come in like royal blue, red. It really depends on the design. And if you're in a hurry, you pretty much have to go with a stock singlet. Stock singlet in season, 4 to 6 weeks probably. With printing, sometimes 2 weeks if you get lucky. But when you get into custom, you're looking at 6 weeks minimum. Sometimes 8, 10, 12 weeks. Cliff Keen, they get really busy. Sometimes they take 10 to 12 weeks. So usually if customers coming in November, Cliff Keen's really not an option. Brute, very fast with their delivery, very good with their estimates, usually within a day or two, which is important to taking care of you guys as customers. If you guys have any questions, feel free to submit a contact us form at WrestlingGear.com. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Jeff with WrestlingGear.com. Guess that's a little bit late. Our next show will probably be actually tomorrow, and it will cover the new A6 wrestling shoes. So I'm not sure if we're going to do it one at a time and create a bunch of different shows, or if we're going to try and hit them all in one sitting. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this, and take care.